Welcome back to Magic in the Muck, a soul's compass for change. I'm Jennifer Nagel, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we are going to be exploring and experiencing the very center of the soul's compass, the still point, the heart of the circle. If you've been journeying with me through the 4 directions, we've moved through vision and beginnings, through action and growth, release and harvest, and stillness and wisdom. Today, we're going to be exploring the center. The center isn't another direction. It's the place that holds them all. It's where everything that we've been moving through and everything that we've moved through and gathered integrates into who we're becoming. Maybe right now you're listening to this while walking or driving or sipping your morning coffee or tea. Wherever you are right now, just see if you can drop your awareness down into your body for a moment. Just feeling your breath. And maybe you can notice the subtle hum of aliveness moving through you. This too is the center of our being. If you've been following along from the east to the north, you've journeyed through every season of the soul's compass. This is the episode to gather it all back in. For me, the center represents alignment. That moment when the soul, the mind, the body, and the heart all begin to hum in the same key. It's not about being done or fixed. It's about coherence, wholeness. In the Satir model of change, we talk about moving through chaos into transformation and eventually moving into a new status quo. But before that new status quo, before that new balance can take root, we need a moment to pause and to integrate. The integration is so important. We need to allow the change to settle in ourselves, to embody it, and to allow wisdom to digest. The center is where that digestion happens. It's the alchemy point, the place where insight becomes embodiment. So this brings me to something that I've been reflecting on. How the center isn't really a stopping point. It's the still point within movement itself. I often think of the center as the still point in the spiral, or, the center when walking a labyrinth, getting to that middle still point. Because transformation isn't linear. It moves in circles, deepening with each turn. At the still point, the center point, everything moves around you, and yet there's a calm at the core. It's that feeling of being held, even when life is still in motion. T.S. Eliot wrote, "At the still point of the turning world, there the dance is." Just let that land for a moment. At the still point of the turning world, there the dance is. That line really moves me. It reminds me that presence, not control, is where the real dance happens. When we allow ourselves to rest in the center, we can sense both the turning of life's seasons and the quiet rhythm that connects them all. Maybe let's take a breath here and notice the movement of your own life. How much has shifted or is shifting, and how something steady remains at the core, even in the midst of the shifting and the movement and the changes. There's that still point. Even just now, just taking a moment, just checking in with yourself. See if you can find a place within that's experiencing that stillness and calmness. That's your still point. So when we look at integration as embodied wisdom, integration isn't something that we do. It's not a behavior. It's something that unfolds when we stop pushing, when we give space for the new to weave itself into our living. I wonder if you felt that, after a big shift or maybe a retreat or a great vacation or a hard season. After anything big, there's this urge to rush to the next thing. At least I know that's how it is for me sometimes. I finish one thing, what's next on my list? I'm back from teaching in China. Okay, next teaching is here, moving from one thing to the next. Taking kids here, moving on. There's this rush, this urge. But for integration to happen, it asks us to stay, to be with what's emerging, and to listen. Sometimes that's uncomfortable because stillness can feel pretty foreign after the chaos. But that is where the gold of transformation settles in. It's in the pause, in the breath, in the willingness to be with yourself. So if you're here listening, just take a moment and notice what has shifted in you since the beginning of this Compass journey. If you've been following along with the episodes where we've explored the West, the East, the South, and the North. What have you released? And what's taken root? What new rhythm is wanting to move through you now? And perhaps as you're reflecting, you can place your hand on your heart and just let your body register. I am here. I've made it here. Whatever I've been through, whatever I've been processing, whatever I've been letting go and releasing, I'm here. If you'd like, and if it fits for you, I invite you to find a comfortable position. Whether it's sitting, whether it's standing, just let yourself get comfortable. And intentionally allow your spine to lengthen. And let your shoulders soften and drop. And allow your breath to deepen. And I invite you to imagine yourself standing at the center of a giant compass. And just let that compass take whatever form you'd like, whatever colors. Just place yourself right at the center with all the directions, north, south, west, and east, all around you. The circle is humming with the energy of your own being and becoming. And now just bring your awareness to your heart center. Just feeling your breath flowing in and out, steady and alive. With each breath, allow yourself to settle a little deeper into this moment. Sinking into the still point. And from this place, from the center, the still point, feel the echoes of all the directions. the vision and dream that sparks something new, the letting go and releasing that makes space, the action and nourishment to grow, and the wisdom that ripened in the quiet. Just allow all of this to come home to you now, letting them integrate. And just notice what's happening in your heart center, what you're experiencing in your body. You are the center of your own compass, that meeting place of heaven and earth, past and future, being and becoming. I'm just staying here for a few more breaths. And then just gently returning to this moment, to the sound of my voice, knowing that you can always return to the still point within you. And allowing yourself to be fully present. If your eyes have been closed, invite them to open. Integration is the soul's way of whispering, it's time to rest and receive. As you move through this week, I invite you to reflect on the question, what does your inner center feel like right now? Or how am I experiencing my center? What wisdom is waiting there to be received? Maybe you want to write about it or simply just listen throughout the week for the small signs that remind you, you are whole and you're home. You are the still point of your own being and becoming. I want to thank you all for walking this journey with me from every direction of the soul's compass to the center. It's been an exploration and journey for me to share this with you. Next time, we'll be exploring what it means to live and move from this center, beginning with a conversation that brings us into the body's own wisdom. Until then, may you stay grounded in your heart's compass. And remember, there's always magic in the muck. Thank you for being here with me on Magic in the Muck. If today stirred something in you and you're ready to walk this path more deeply, I invite you to join the Soul Compass Circle, a journey of reflection, connection, and soul-aligned living. You don't have to do this alone. Just visit the link in the show notes to step into the circle. I look forward to meeting you there.
I'm Michelle Abraham, founder of the High Vibe Podcast Network, and we're honored to have Jennifer Nagel's show Magic in the Muck as part of our network family. For more inspiring shows like this one, visit highvibepodcastnetwork.com, and don't forget to grab your free gifts from our hosts in the gift fold. Stay high vibe and keep sharing your light.